Hello boys, this is Mr. Ford with another Year 7 online music lesson with work to be submitted in just under 2 weeks' time on Wednesday the 8th of July. Now I'm hoping that you've already watched the video that I've sent to you and your parents for feedback for the last week's work. If you still haven't watched it, then there's a link for it up there on the Show My Homework task. You must watch that before this one. This one won't make sense without it. Anyway, I trust therefore if you've watched that you've already done the Back to Basics listening and theory skills workout, and we're now going to do the 5 years time practical work. I'm going to jump straight to this and remind you that you click on that note with the arrow, and then you're going to press E, E, D, E, E. So E, E. That's done E, E on the high E rather than the low E, so we want to get it lower. I showed you on the first video that you just press that till you get to the low E. That's on the bottom line there. But I'm going to press the right arrow key and then show you a shortcut for getting that down a whole octave, as we call it, 8 notes, without pressing it 12 times. So first of all, I'll press the right arrow. That gets you the second note. And then I'm going to press Control and then the arrow key. If you want to go up the octave again, you just press up. Look here, Control up, Control down. Right arrow key until we get to the next note, and then we're going to do D, E, E. Right arrow key, now D, E, E again. That's gone up, so what do? Control, arrow down, and then we do D, and then there we are. If you've got MuseScore, pause the video now and go and do that. If you haven't, watch this. Again, you've seen this on the first video. It's E, E, D, E, E, D, E, E, D, E, G, C, D. Pause the video now and go and do that, please, on the Excel document if you have not got MuseScore. Right, now the next thing is I want to show you that this repeats. And if you click on the first note, then press Shift. Here, Shift, hold it down. And then click on the last note there. You'll highlight the whole lot. Let go of Shift, of course. Now you can do copy and paste, but the simplest thing if you repeat something is to press R. The letter R here. And this happens. That's R for repeat. I'm going to press it again. And now I'm going to move this along. All you do is click somewhere in the middle of the page. Right, I've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars, so I'm going to press R twice more. 2, 3, sorry, I meant 3 times more. And that brings us up to here. So, let me remind you. Click on the first note, press Shift, click on the last note, and then press R. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that takes us up to the next bit there that's already written in. Pause and go and do that, or else watch what I'm going to do with Excel. Right, here as well, click the top left there, hold down Shift, click on the bottom there, and then just do Control C for copy, paste there 5 times. 1, 2, move it along, 3, 4, 5. Now you may be sitting there thinking, what on earth is the point of that? Just repeating it and can't hear it back. Well, true, you can't hear it back. But I want you to realize that when you start a pattern in music, very often you can simply repeat it several times and it actually sounds good. And seeing that I'm actually trying to train you to make your own composition in 2 weeks' time, I'm showing you that if you've got a little pattern, you can repeat it 5 times without any problem. So to come back to the learning objectives, that's one of the 2 melodies that we're going to look at. And now we're going on to the chords. Although let me change that in the middle of this video. The bass line first, yeah? Not the chords, we'll do that in a minute. The bass line. So bass guitar, we're going to click on there. That's not a C, we're going to press C. Don't forget letter C there. And we do C, C. Right arrow key and another one, C, C, C. Right arrow key, it's D, D, D this time. And then it's right arrow, C, C, C. And then finally C there. So all together, this will now sound like this. Oops, back to the beginning. Click on there, and then press the space bar to start. Oh, and everything stops apart from the tune. Well, that's not meant to happen, of course. So, click on there, hold shift, click on the bass note there, and press R, and R, and R. And, oh, in fact, this goes all the way through the whole piece. So you can keep clicking R until you get to the end. Make sure you do stop when you get to the end, otherwise you'll go beyond the end of the piece. So here we go. Two more there. And there we go. Pause the video and go and do that. Now, one thing I didn't explain before about this, it says Melodicostinato there. Then there's another tab with bass line, another with chords, another with melody. If you didn't know that, then you might have to go back to the Melodicostinato part there. Anyway, click on bass line, and I've already put in the notes. C, 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 D, 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 C, 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 and so on. Now, I can simply highlight that, click at the top, hold shift, click at the bottom, and then, well, we can go on and on and on and on and on as long as we want. Okay, let's just go to the end of the pattern as shown on this particular document, and see the bass line has repeated all the way. Again, like with the last exercise, that's showing you that you can repeat over and over and over again. Now, if you're doing the chords on the Excel document, first of all, I want you to remind yourself what chords are. They're C, C, F, 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 G, 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 F, 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 C. And I want you to put in the notes above that. So it's E, E, and then G, G. If that's on a line, which incidentally, imagine there's another line there because it's two down from there. Anyway, just believe me, it's C, E, G, and you should know that anyway for the C chord. And then here it's space, space, space. So it's F. Then look here, the next note there is A. And the next note there you can see is a C. So C, C, C. This one here, it's G. The next line up is B, 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 B. And the next line after that is D. So you go D, D, D. And then, of course, it's the F chord there, A, 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 C, C, C. And don't forget the last C chord there. So it's C, E, G again. Just pause for a moment and go and do that. Right, when you've done that, of course, click on there, top left, shift, go right down to the C there, and just simply drag that along until you've done it all the way. Let's just stop there for now. So again, this seems pointless up in a way, but it's getting you to realize that that chord pattern carries on all the way through the whole piece. Again, pause and do that if you haven't done it yet. Right, and now finally we've got the main melody part. Well, in this score, it's called piano. So click on that rest there. Can you see it's gone blue? And then just simply press the right arrow key until, well, it's actually down there, we get to where it says phrase 1. Again, I've written all the notes in, so all you do is A, C, C, C. We're going to do A, C, C, but I want you to stop. And the reason is because you've got a different note value. If you now press C, it'll give you a quaver there, a sort of TT note, instead of a crotchet's tar. So, first press Escape. And then again. I'll show you that on the screen. I'm going to press Escape, and then Escape again. And now it's not highlighted blue anymore. And then you click on there and do CC. What do? Press Escape twice, and then click on there, and then press C 4 times. C, 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 C. You can do another one. C, different note value. So what do? You press Escape, Escape, click on there, C, C, Escape, Escape, go to the next note, E, Escape, Escape, that one's F, and Escape, Escape. But that was all phrase 1. Then there's phrase 2, which is almost a copy of phrase 1. So we do C, C. I've forgotten how it goes on the next page, so I'm going to press Escape, Escape, and then do the right. Ah, there we go, up at the top there. C, Escape, Escape, C, C, Escape, Escape, click, C, Escape, Escape, C, 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 Escape, Escape, click on there, press E, Escape, Escape, F, and then right arrow click, G, 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 Escape, Escape. No, did it wrong, so Control Z to go back. G, Escape, Escape, G, 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 Escape, Escape, G, G, Escape, Escape, B, Escape, Escape, and then we've got finally C, and then Escape, Escape. We go to that one, we're going to press C, but we don't want the high C, we want it down an octave, so you press Control and arrow key down. That's Control and arrow key down. Escape, Escape. Click on there again. C, C, C. E, E, E. D. Escape, Escape. C, Escape, Escape. C. D. Actually, I'm not sure why I'm doing Escape, Escape. You can just press it once. Press Escape once, and then go to the next one. Sorry, I've been doing that wrong. And then we got C. Oh, that was wrong. C, C, G. But we want the high G. No, sorry, I've looked on the original. That's a low G. So I'll put that back down again. Anyway, I'm going to play right from the beginning. Back to the beginning. So let's hear the whole thing. Chords, the bass line, and the tin whistle, Melodicostinato, all repeating. The violin comes in incidentally. The drum set is about to play. The melody begins phrase 1. Phrase 2, copy of phrase 1. Phrase 3, which is phrase 1 but just higher up. And phrase 4, which is something different. Now the chorus begins, and it's the hand claps as well. Right, I hope that gives you some idea of how to write a piece, which you will do next week on MuseScore, or if you haven't got it, then on Songmaker. But let's just have a look at the Excel document before we finish. There's the first phrase. A, C, 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 E, F. Well, you can simply copy and paste that. And then you can take that copy and paste again. This is a bit complicated, but let me just show you. And you're going to start on a G there. And then you're just going to carry on 5 notes higher. G, 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 B, C. And delete all that. Well, if you get that far, that's impressive. I'm not going to bother showing you the last phrase, although if you're really wanting to work that out, that would be tremendous. Right, that's the end of the video, except to remind you that you can that I want you to email me your work, either the MuseScore file or the Excel